Welcome to Talking Crew, Unofficial Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 117 this week. Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love, Leathur Records 1981 review. But first, this week in Motley news, there's quite a bit of it actually this week. Premier Guitar did a rig rundown on John 5's guitars. I already posted this on the Talking Crew Facebook page, but I'll post that link in the comment section down below. Vince is in the news this week. He and his solo band will take part at 80s Fest at Maple Grove venue on June 13, 2026 at West Salem, Wisconsin. Along with, it looks like Vince is actually the headliner of this, along with Quiet Riot, former Skid Row lead singer Sebastian Bach, and former lead singer of Rat Stephen Percy. This absolutely sounds like an amazing show. So definitely check it out. If you're living around there, get your tickets today. John Corabi is in the news this week. He posted a reminder on Monday to get your tickets for the upcoming UK European tour, which starts February the 12th. So check out johncorabi.com for those tour dates. Nicky did an Act 6 session on Monday as well. Somebody asked him about new music for the new book that he's working on. He said no. Asked about the set list for the Return of the Carnival of Sins tour. He said working on it. Somebody asked him about 6 a.m. He said that ship has sailed. Also asked about the future of Motley Crue. He said we're only doing 33 shows and then going to take some time off and decide what is next. Can't wait. I'm hoping to go to the Atlanta show. So yeah, there we go. John Corabi is back in the news. He also announced on Thursday he will be the opening act on selected shows for the Tom Kiefer's North American tour, Live and Loud tour 2026. So check out johncorabi.com for those tour dates as well. And that's it in Motley news this week. Like I said, quite a bit of it actually. This is episode 117, Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love, the Leathur Records version 1981. On this week's episode, I'm going to continue the 45th anniversary of my favorite band, Motley Crue. I started it last week on episode 116, Motley Crue's first demo 1981 review. So I'm dedicating the month of January. Every Friday this month is all about this 45th anniversary, but I'm concentrating on the 1981-1982 era of the band. So let's talk about the debut album, Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love, the Leathur Records version. So before we really get into this, I want to paint a picture for you here. I'm going to sound like Sophia from the Golden Girls. Picture it, 1981. This was what was popular in music at the time, especially on the charts and on the radio. And some of these I still listen to this day, actually. Phil Collins, love Phil Collins. Billy Squier, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the Rolling Stones, love the Rolling Stones. The Pretenders, Fleetwood Mac, and Billy Joe, just to name a few. And I love Billy Joe. He's my classical music there. But that was the most popular stuff going on around that time in 1981. And then the heavier side of things, as far as radio and the charts were concerned, there was only, 3 people. Van Halen, who had Fair Warning at that time, that album came out. AC/DC, Back in Black, I think Dirty Deeds, Darn Dirt Cheap was out around that time as well. And then another guy, may he rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. So that was like the heavier side of things. Nobody else was playing anything like Motley Crue was doing. So there you go. There's a paint a picture of a Sunset Strip. Let's talk about that real fast. There was only 2 really big one real big band and one almost big band. Van Halen, that was the real big band. And then the other one actually had more support in Japan than the United States at that time. And I'm talking about Quiet Riot, the late Randy Rhoads and the late Kevin DuBrow. And then here came Motley Crue. And then along came Rat and Dokken and all of these others. But yeah, that was the Sunset Strip at that time. So let's go info and facts on this album. It was recorded at Hit City West in Hollywood, California, produced by Motley Crue. And this is something I found really surprised me. In fact, I must have forgotten about it. It was engineered by who would become a legendary producer, Michael Wagner, who engineered bands like Accept, Alice Cooper. Then he became a producer for bands like Dokken, Extreme, Kill, Skid Row, Warrant, and White Line, just to name a few. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. It was self-released through their own record label, Leathur Records, on November the 10th, 1981. The first pressing was about 900 copies, and they only sold these at the shows themselves. Now, let's go track by track on Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love, the Leather Records version. I found the album in its entirety. I'll post it in the comment section down below and on the Talking Crew Facebook page. Sorry, there's my notes. So, let's get right into it. I'm not, like I did in last week's episode, the demo, I'm not going to say every little detail. I already did that on the Too Fast for Love episode, which was episode 3. So go back and check that out. So here we go. Let's go with track number 1. It's the Icon song. I call it the Icon song. Live Wire. Starts like normal. It almost has this echo effect on Vince's vocals. There's some clapping, wrinkling of a piece of paper, which is replaced by cowbell with the Electra version. Still rocks as always. Love it. Track 2 is Public Enemy number 1. This song rocks. They added some co-harmony vocals on this with Vince's vocals, unlike the demo. Sounds really cool. Towards the end, there's clapping and cowbell. So freaking good. Song 3 is Take Me to the Top. This is a great version, a little cleaner than the 81 demo. Like I said in last week's episode, there's a Vince echo effect during the second verse. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Song 4 is Merry Go Round. Now, if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know my feelings on this song. But I will say this, I do like this version a whole lot better than I do the Electra version. There's a little extra playing by Mick at the very beginning of the intro part. Then it kicks right in. Great version, a little more raw on this version. Song 5 is Piece of Your Action. Raw, dirty underneath your fingernails. Absolute gem. You can really hear Nicky's bass playing on this, especially during the breakdown part. Vince's screams are incredible. It's so good. Song 6 is Starry Eyes. There's a little extra drum intro from Tommy on this one. Then it comes in. Love this song. Never gets old. To me, it's so freaking good. It's one of those gems of a song that not a whole lot of people talk about. Song 7 is Stick to Your Guns. Unlike the demo where it starts off real slow and then builds up, this one just kicks right in. Just blast off. Love it. Love this version. Yeah, love it. Song 8 is Come On and Dance. This song just rocks. Another hidden gem off this album. This version sounds raw. It's so good. I absolutely love the ending, where it's kind of like a big bang ending in it. A lot of crashing. Why did they take this part out? Or I should say, why did Roy Thomas Baker take this part out? But I love it. Check it out in case you've never heard that version. Then song number 9 is the title track, Too Fast for Love. This starts off like the alternate beginning which is on the Too Fast for Love Crucial Crew version as a bonus track. I absolutely love it. Again, I don't know why that part was cut out. Then it just kicks right in. This song, to me, never gets old. I love it. In fact, during homework or preparation of this episode, I listened to this 3 times straight. I love this song. It's so freaking good. Song 10, and this is how it closes the album on with the show. Love this song. What I noticed right off the beginning is Tommy's drum fills at the beginning of the song. It sounds incredible. The song just plain old rules. It rocks. All about the day Frankie changed his name and became Nicky Effin' Six. Love it. And that's the album. So Too Fast for Love is an iconic album. I said it during the ranking of the album covers. It is an iconic album cover. The album has become iconic. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit extra. When I was putting notes together, I saw this and it caught my eye, and I beamed from ear to ear, just like I'm doing now. Revolver magazine voted this album the number 1 glam metal albums you need to own. Guitar World magazine voted it number 1 top 20 hair metal albums of the 80s. Ultimate Classic Rock voted it number 1 top 30 glam metal albums. That's freaking incredible for a debut album. The only other debut album that I can think of off the top of my head, especially in the 80s, Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. But this album, I'm pointing at the poster, beat them all. The number 1 album, the number 1 band in my heart, Motley Crue. So, yeah, so there we go. So, homework this week. Do you actually have a copy of Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love, the Leathur Records version? Write me a comment down below. I'd love to know. I do not have a copy. I want a copy. I would die for a copy. But they are super expensive. In fact, there was an interview a few months back, maybe a year back, where Vince said that there was actually 3 different pressings of the Leathur Records version. And yeah, so if you have one, write me a comment down below. Love to know. And that's it for this week. Next week, I'm going to continue on with the 45th anniversary of Motley Crue, celebrating the 81-82 era of the band with episode 118, Motley Crue film footage, 81-82. It's actually put together by a fellow crewhead, and I'm going to talk about that next week. All right, if you know anybody that's a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. Hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to them. Tell them to go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it and helps out the podcast a whole lot. I want to welcome all the new subscribers on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Welcome aboard. It is absolutely great to have you here. I want to thank everybody who gives me thumbs up, send us homework questions, and also, before I sign off, there is a bonus episode. You didn't hear that from me. There's a bonus episode. Tomorrow is actually Motley Crue's birthday, January 17th, and it's my son's birthday as well. So, yeah, I'm not saying anything else, so that's why you need to hit that subscribe button. Bonus episode tomorrow. All right, and that's it. I will see you guys next Friday and tomorrow, and you just took a ride on the wild side.